I just can't get enough anime porn. Oh wait, no, hentai. Hentai. That's what it's called. I can't get enough hentai.
Alex the Vertical Spy. The anime fans want you to tell us why you think M. Night Shyamalan has failed at Last Airbender. Give us your thoughts, and please, go vertical.
I was going to talk about that anyways. Alrighty then. Why did Last Airbender failed? Well, I'm going to start this video off saying so many things changed during that time. I started hating Last Airbender. I started liking the Karate Kid remake. But for a sad dose, yeah, it's kind of weird that year. A movie I wasn't really hyped for, and a movie I totally was hyped for, now it gets switched around to a movie I now hate for my entire fiery passion, and a movie that I now like for a decent sort of way. Yeah. But now let me get down to business. This is my reasons why, well, no. This is the real reason why Last Airbender failed. So it's not going to be my usual top list type of video. It's just me pointing out 4 flaws on why Last Airbender was bound to fail. Starting with number 1. M. Night Shyamalan. Yes, M. Night Shyamalan, the man who has now totally gone downhill. Now, when I heard that M. Night Shyamalan was going to be the director for Avatar, The Last Airbender movie, I'm like, really? Really? Shyamalan, a guy who's done nothing but mystery, suspense type of thriller, horror type of fantasy type of movies? That's what you want to get for a Last Airbender movie? Why? But even though, when all of us saw the trailer for the Last Airbender movie, it was really good to look at. It was really one of the best trailers we ever saw. But when we saw the movie, it was proof that, oh, we got sucker punched. And yes, we got sucker punched indeed. Pretty much Last Airbender was not only the worst movie for that year, it has got to be the worst written movie Shyamalan has ever written. Shyamalan, after Earth, I've now given him 5 more chances. Now, don't forget, After Earth was his 5th bomb film that he directed. So pretty much there was The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, and Last Airbender, and also After Earth. I've now given M. Night 5 chances. He's made so far 2. He's gone past 2 chances I've now given him for his new movies. And yes, I am talking about The Visit, and also his now big huge comeback film that everybody now loves now. Well, sort of love. Is Split. Even though that's kind of a sequel to Unbreakable. But even though, yeah. Despite all that, Shyamalan was the wrong choice for this movie. I would have gone with someone who knows how to make an action movie and knows how to make an epic special effects action movie. But that's all I thought about. So I was giving Shyamalan the chance, and what a shock. I should have not given him that chance. Honest to God. Number 2. Bad casting. That's the number one thing I saw when I saw this. Really bad casting. Aang's white. Wait, sorry, no wait. Aang's never. The actor that they picked to play as Aang is actually Native American, which is kind of weird. Is it? I don't know. But Sokka and Katara are both white. I'm like, so wait, if you weren't going to actually get Asian people to play those characters, why couldn't you just got 2 black kids to play those characters? That would have made a lot more sense, because, oh, I don't know, Sokka and Katara are both dark skin. Is there, you couldn't get 2 black kids? Was it like you had to get 2 white kids to play Sokka and Katara? Really? And now we have, oh, whoa, wait, what else? What else do we have? What else do we have? Yeah, we have Zuko is now Indian. Iroh is Muslim, which makes no sense because Iroh, like, is supposed to be Zuko's uncle, but Zuko doesn't sound like he's completely Muslim. But it's like, I know technically Indian and Muslim are both Middle East, but there's certain type of Middle East that you have to compare. Like, you know, yeah. Why? You couldn't get the, I mean, if you were going to do it the right way, you would have gotten, like, oh, I don't know, the right people for the role. Because having Indian Muslim people play as the Fire Nation is like, you're giving them Japanese armor. Why would you give Indian Muslim people Japanese armor? Or Chinese, or what? Yeah, Japanese, I had that right. But either way, you know, like, why? You could have done this a lot better. I know you couldn't get a bunch of actual Japanese people who actually can speak English perfectly, but that would have been better. And now, number 3 of why this movie failed. Not really that much of a good action sequence. Now, I've looked at all the action in Last Airbender, and there's not necessarily one good action sequence I could actually point out. Maybe the scene where Zuko is fighting to save Aang from the Fire Nation, and he's trying to free Aang from the fire. Oh, sorry. God fucking damn it! I always keep. I mean, Aang from the Fire Nation, and he's trying to get Aang away from the Fire Nation, and he's fighting the Fire Nation completely. What else am I forgetting? Nope, that's it. That's the only advice I can think of that's actually good in this movie. But despite that, you have this big, huge budget, and everybody doesn't even look like they're having fun, and you didn't even give a decently good action sequence that's actually good. I mean, with the kid who plays Aang, it's like, why? It's like every time he's in an action sequence, it's like awkward as shit where he's doing. It's like, it really looks like something, like the kid's having a seizure. Which is not funny, but you know, still. But here's another thing. Why is it that once it gets to the final fight, it's just not well directed? It just looks like it's a terrible direction in an action sequence where it could have been good, but it could have been better, but it wasn't. And now, my last choice on why this movie failed. Are you ready? Are you sure ready? You're ready. Come on, stand up. Say it with me now. The mispronunciations! This is one thing I just keep saying to myself every time I watch this movie. Why is Aang's name Ong? Why is Sokka's name Sokka? Why is Iroh's name Ito? I can understand mispronouncing the name Avatar, because we have the obviously accidentally famous Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar. That's the one thing I can understand why you mispronunciate the name Avatar. That I can understand. But why the characters? Now yes, Dragon Ball Evolution. I will give it one good credit. It did have one good action sequence that I will give enough credit for that movie. The scene where Goku's fighting the bullies, that was a good action sequence. I will give him that. But the character Goku. Now, if they did mispronounce Goku's name, believe me, Dragon Ball fans would want to break through the stores and burn every single DVD, Blu-ray copy of Dragon Ball Evolution. But the only thing that they did mispronounce was Gohan's name, which was, they called it Gohan. So I'm like, it's Gohan. But no, they called him Gohan. But either way, why? Shyamalan! I mean, I do want to talk to you one day and just sit you down and tell me, okay, why did you mispronounce Aang's name in the first place? Why? Like, was there a language barrier that you're trying to get through? Is there like I don't, even fans don't even understand why they mispronounce Aang's name. So many people who watch this movie are just like, what? What? It's like, it makes no sense. None of it makes sense. It just like makes your jaw drop like, what? It really makes you say to yourself, what the hell was he thinking? What the hell was he thinking completely? Making Aang, just mispronouncing Aang's name, and I mean, okay, it's like, okay, you mispronounced Aang's name. I mean, I can understand that, but why Sokka and Iroh's name? Even kids who've seen this movie are like,
so why is Aang's name sound so different in this movie? Why do they call Aang in this movie?
So pretty much, yeah. Those are my reasons why Last Airbender failed. But don't worry. This will be the last time I'm talking about Last Airbender. And no, I'm not doing a combination of Dragon Ball Evolution and Last Airbender, because you guys already know what I think about those movies nowadays. But I like to do one on Street Fighter, the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, and Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li, and do a combination of those to find out which one's better and which one's worser. Which we're going to probably get. But despite that, guys, that's all my 2 cents can basically say. I still hate Last Airbender. I'm now giving Shyamalan 5 chances. He's already made it past 2. It can get past 3. I don't have to say he's the worst director of all time, but technically he still is. But that's it. So, with that said, there's also not going to be a new short film for this month. I apologize. You'll get one next month. So, until then, Vertical Spy, outro.